Every major social media site has a CP problem. YouTube has a CP problem. Twitter has a CP problem. Discord has a CP problem. Obviously, I mean, it's fucking Discord. In most of these cases, the large amount of CP is due to its obscurity, which makes it incredibly difficult for mods to find it and delete it. It's a whole another story, however, when CP is not just allowed on a website, but also rewarded with clout and money. But surely such a concept only exists in the mind of a madman, right? Well, I hate to break it to you, but such sites do exist, and they are worth millions, and are being used by millions. So today, we are going to bring them to light. A couple of weeks ago, a TikToker called Mikayla Campinos had her nudes leaked on the internet. It got to the point that there were even accounts created dedicated to sharing this video further. And there was even the hashtag Mikayla Campinos fanfics, where users would post their reaction to the nudes being leaked. As a result of this leak, Mikayla deleted both of her TikTok accounts. While it's bad enough when someone gets their nudes leaked and they lose their entire internet career as a result, it gets even worse when you realize that Mikayla is 16 years old. It's alleged that these pictures came from a site called Fanfics, which is basically a Gen Z-oriented Patreon that allows influencers Sorry, I just have to retch every time I say the word influencer to put their content behind a paywall. And despite their guidelines stating that content creators have to be 18 to join the site, somehow Mikayla was allowed to create an account and post her content on there. But this is actually hardly surprising, because Fanfics had allowed this to happen previously. Around 2 years ago, TikToker Danielle Cohn set up an account on Fanfics while being 15, once again violating the site's rules. The story behind her making this decision is very complex and involves exploitation by her mother, which should be reserved for a completely separate video, but to get to the point, the content that she uploaded onto Fanfics was far from something that a 15-year-old should be allowed to upload publicly.
The pictures posted on Fanfics are extremely sexual, with tight shorts, bikinis, sleepwear, and lots of cleavage and feet pictures.
But this goes beyond just fanfics, as a couple of months back, she had announced in a video titled Why I Started an OnlyFans that she'll be selling exclusive content on another site called FanFuel, only for the account to be deleted days later due to mass reporting. Even to this very day, Danielle Cohn is continuing to earn money from these kinds of ventures. For example, she has an account on the site Cohn, which is basically a digital storefront. And one of the things that she sells is Ask Me Anything videos, where people can pay $15 to ask a question, and then she will respond in the video. And the things that people ask are simply beyond abhorrent. Will you be taking more pictures of them pretty feet? You make me so hard, can I send you a dick pic? What age did you lose your V-card, and was it awkward or good? Someone even asked her, at what age did you wear your first thong, and were they comfortable? Which is a totally appropriate question to ask a minor. She also has an account on a subscription-based social media site called Brand Army, where she sells spicy TikToks you won't find anywhere else for $100 a month. My guy, you're literally 16. You should be thinking about what university you want to go to. Another paywall site where Danielle Cohn has posted content is this relatively obscure service called Creators VIP, whose site for some reason is just 403. It used to be called Fanly and was advertised as another OnlyFans alternative where you could be as young as 13 in order to join. Since I'm unable to access the website because it's run by a bunch of mentally retarded apes, our only window into what the site is like is their Instagram account, where we can continue observing the depravity in all of its glory. Wow, that sure is something to say the least. I mean, I can't see much because my eyes are burning. I also found another cesspit during my investigation called Social Media Girls, which is basically a forum for people to obsess over their favorite celebrities. It's like those dream stands who write gay fanfics of their favorite YouTuber, but somehow even worse. And I bet you won't be surprised when I tell you that Danielle Cohn has her own thread on that forum. Yes, they have a thread dedicated to a 16-year-old. These people are actually that fucking delusional. Inappropriate pictures that are basically CP, deranged comments, just degeneracy at its finest, it's all here. I also find it hilarious how the site admin says that no content featuring minors is allowed, but yet there is still a thread dedicated to a 16-year-old and her inappropriate pictures. Wow, truly great enforcement of your own rules, guys. What I discovered in the last week is one of the most disturbing things I have ever seen. It once again shows the extent of human depravity and how easily accessible inappropriate content is online. But most of all, it demonstrates that minors online, especially ones with a decent following, are at high risk of being exploited by people who in my opinion should be burnt alive. I would like to ask you guys to please raise awareness about the communities and sites mentioned in this video, because discussing shit like this shouldn't be allowed online. These minors, much like any other human being, have a right to privacy, and it's beyond depressing seeing them being exploited like this. So, to anyone watching, let's do something about it.